Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting presents Nokomis Warrior Basketball. Tonight, the Messalonskee Eagles take on our own Nokomis Warriors. Tape live December 6, 2024 from Nokomis Regional High. And bring you tonight's game, Principal Mary Netto and Hallie Coots.
Thank you, Matt, for that great introduction. And Hallie, how exciting is this? We get the kickoff of the regular season home game, our girls against Messalonskee. How are you feeling about it tonight?
I am super excited. I am honored to call our first game of the year, and I'm just excited to see how they match up against Messo.
I agree with you. I think both these programs last year kind of had a struggle. Like, you know, the win column didn't line up the way they'd hoped, but I know for our Warriors, I think fans are definitely going to see a different team. Players have developed. I think the addition of a couple of freshmen are going to make a big difference.
Absolutely.
You know, we'll see where Messalonskee shakes out. But I don't know if you know this, but I know this. If the cameras pan to the Messalonskee bench, you might be like, what are those guys doing over there? Because the coaching staff, the whole coaching staff for Messalonskee are Warrior alumni that I'm sure our basketball fans will remember. Tatum Welch, the head coach, and her sister Lindsay Welch assisting, and Sarah Lowe Rodriguez assisting. So really wonderful to see those three alumni back in the gym. Kind of wish they were in the burgundy side of it, but it's great to see Warrior basketball being spread everywhere. So we'll get started. I think a notable player not out on the court warming up for Nokomis is a key player, Danica Migliori, the senior, standout player. So that's definitely not the way Coach Kyle Peavy, in starting his second season, wanted to see her sitting beside him on the bench. So we'll see what kind of an impact that makes and who steps up.
I did, sorry to interrupt, I did talk to our trainer, Bob Kreider, today, and he said it looked, initially they thought it might be 3 to 4 weeks for Danica, but now he's thinking maybe 2 weeks.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that was good news on that front. They thought they might lose her for a little bit. She sprained it quite severely the other night.
Yeah.
So, but he thinks it's a better case scenario, and so hopefully in a couple weeks we'll see Danica back with the team.
Good. Let's hope for a speedy recovery there. She is a key player for the Nokomis Warriors here.
No, absolutely. And I think, another player that really I think we'll see a whole nother level of play from is Reagan King. If we back it up a year ago, King had been battling some injuries, but she's, kind of healed up over the summer, had a really strong field hockey season this fall, and just I think physically is in really great shape. And I know basketball is a sport she's passionate about. So I think we're going to see some great stuff out of King tonight. And of course, a couple of newcomers, Abby Bradstreet, a freshman, comes in, is a really promising young player, and got a chance to see her and fill the gym, and she's legit. I think it's going to be fun to see her kind of make that shift from that middle school level play to high school play and make those adjustments. But
yes.
You know a little bit about that, Hallie, don't you, making that shift from middle school to high school, which you did very well last year.
Thank you. Yep. Different, too, coming in from really never catching to catching.
Yeah.
So, varsity level,
On thinking about tonight's game, I thought, you're in kind of some rarefied air in Nokomis sports history. I think, and somebody out there, like Colin, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you and your sister Mia are only your pair of siblings. There are only 3 pairs of siblings who have won state championships.
Oh my.
Taylor and Marissa Shaw, and Chance and Drew Graves, and now Mia and Hallie Coots. So
that's amazing.
Still kind of on that high from that softball championship.
Oh yeah, think about it every day.
Yeah, that was I am too. It was an amazing playoff run. So enough about spring sports. We're ready to kick off winter sports. And our athletic director, Simon Elias, getting ready to do the PA announcements to introduce both teams. So we'll pause and listen to that.
Good evening and welcome to Nokomis Regional High for today's regular season matchup between the visiting Eagles of Messalonskee High School and your Nokomis Warriors. We hope you enjoy today's game and support these athletes, coaches, and officials in a positive manner. Now let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the Eagles. A junior, number 2, Sophia Ventimiglia. A senior, number 12, Chloe Michaud. A sophomore, number 13, Addie Hafford. A freshman, number 33, Addie Welch. And a sophomore, number 44, Lydia Parent. The Eagles are coached by Tatum Welch and assisted by Hayden Chimay, Lindsay Welch, and Sarah Rivera. And now, get on your feet and make some noise for your Nokomis Warriors. A senior, number 1, Kirsten Condon. A junior, number 4, Reagan King. A senior, number 13, Aliyah Drummond. A freshman, number 20, Abby Bradstreet. And a senior, number 44, Addison Hawthorne. The Warriors are coached by Kyle Peavy and assisted by Sarah Murray, Kate Rush, and April McAlpine. The officials for tonight's game are Chad Graffam and Chuck Hogan, and the athletic trainer is Bob Kreider. At this time, would you all please rise and join us in honoring America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, we're ready for action, and give a shout out to our JV team. Warmed up the crowd with an exciting overtime win. Hit a 3 with a second to go to tie it up, and end up coming away with a victory in overtime. So coaches will give their last-minute instructions before we tip it off for the 24-25 season.
Excellent. And Ms. Neto, earlier you said you mentioned students and their siblings and winning a state championship. You forgot Hunter, Cooper, and Ace Flag.
Oh, yes. Thank you. So we've got 4 sets of siblings. Yeah.
One more. I got to pop in one more.
One more?
Danny and David Gibson of the 86 track team.
Okay.
Twins.
So we're up to 5.
Up to
so
5.
If anybody else knows of others that we're forgetting, I know. I can't believe I forgot the flags. That was a recent one. And boy, isn't that fun watching Cooper play on national TV. And I can't wait for Ace to get up to UMaine to get to be able to watch him back in his home state. But just so cool to see that action. And here we go. King with the tip. Messalonskee comes away with it. Michaud has the ball, kicks it off to the wing. It's down to Welch. Eagles working the ball around the perimeter. Welch takes it to the baseline, kicks it back out. King pressuring Michaud. Hafford kind of left alone, gets a shot up. Drummond tips a rebound, but can't put it down, and it's up and in by number 2, Ventimiglia. Bradstreet brings it into front court. Nice pressure. Post pass into King, tries to create a little room. I think get a little bunny hop in there for the travel.
Both teams are playing pretty tough defense right now. I see a lot of passing around and they're being pretty tough. So.
No, for early moments, first game, some good play. Welch trying to bring it through, tries a little step-through move and gets called for the travel. So again, some of those early travels, you see a little more of that early in the season, and as players get into the rhythm of this game in the season, that'll go away. Bradstreet works over to King. King finds some space at the top of the key, lets it rip. It's over the backboard. I didn't think it hit. I think it has to hit the black part, the framing. I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah,
hit.
I didn't
I don't
see
think
it
it's
hit,
just
so,
over the
yeah.
backboards out of bounds. But nevertheless, Eagles bring the ball back up with the early 2-0 lead. Bradstreet with a nice pick away. Welch takes it right back. Eagles back into their half-court offense. Mishu penetrate around the key, kicks it out. Welch with the three, off the glass, can't get it to go.
Fighting for that one.
Hawthorne and Mishu kind of wrestling around on the floor for it. We'll go over to Nokomis.
We said earlier how Abby Bradstreet, being a freshman, coming up, and that's a tough role, and she's doing well, point guard.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Hallie. There's a lot of responsibility bringing the ball up. Ventimiglia going to get called for the push from behind, first foul of the game. King has it, mid-post, nice little spin move. Kind of gets pushed behind the backboard. Ventimiglia with the rebound pushes it all the way up the court, off the glass, no good. King rips the board. Nice job keeping the ball away from Ventimiglia's all over the court. Warriors take it back out top, settle it down. Welch pokes it out of bounds. Ball will stay with Nokomis. 5:40, first period. Just one basket in the contest. Not unusual early season. Messalonskee playing really tough player-to-player defense, not giving Nokomis a lot of operating space. I suspect something assistant coach Lindsay Welch maybe has a hand in. Lindsay obviously had a great little coaching run at Winslow where she won a state title, and I know her teams were just crazy on the defensive side.
Defense wins games, that's what I say for softball, but it can apply here too.
Welch picks up the loose ball, brings it up, can't get it to go. Ball stays with Messalonskee. They reset on the offensive side. Ball's poked away. Bradstreet picks it up. Nice poke away by Hawthorne. Bradstreet brings it in. It's up and in for two. Tie game.
Good break there by Abby Bradstreet.
Yeah, her poise and body control for a freshman is, it's hard not to get excited to see what's going to come next. Messalonskee working it around the perimeter. Parent picks up the loose ball. The official's not sure if Hafford lost the handle or did Drummond poke it out of bounds, and they're going to confer. Yeah, and I think that's a good call. It looked to me like Hafford just lost the handle on it.
Yep. And Briley Bullier just subbed in. Addie Hawthorne on the bench now.
Bollier had some nice minutes in the Fill the Gym game against Dexter.
I unfortunately missed that one, but I heard they played well.
Yeah, it was a really good game. Condon shots blocked. She scrums for it. Going to get fouled on the rebounding action. I actually think they called her out of bounds. She touched the ball when she was out of bounds. I think probably the same could be said of Addie Welch as a freshman, handling the ball out front, showing a lot of poise, body control. Catch and shoot is no good. Drummond with a great box out. Foul's going to be called over the back. Hafford on the foul. Mackenzie Liscombe into the lineup.
Another freshman in there coming in.
Hawthorne back in, so Coach Peavy trying to rotate through some players early, keep legs fresh. Bradstreet, nice dump down to Liscombe. Liscombe with a good look, just a little too strong off the glass. Spot up three by Messalonskee's Hanson, no good. Liscombe gets the rebound, but she double teamed immediately, and the officials say it's off blue, going to be white ball, and they'll confer.
Blue ball.
Yeah, I think Coach Welch for the Eagles had a good line on that, was kind of challenging the call, but I appreciate, it's sometimes we forget it's early season for the officials too. Like, It does take a little bit to get back in the rhythm of it. Bradstreet with some nice defense. Comes up with the steal, lays it up, can't get it to go. Nice rebound by King. Hawthorne fakes the three, steps down the lane, and she's hammered. She'll go to the line.
Addie, for all sports she plays, she's just a tough player.
Yeah. And a smart player, too. She's like a student of the game. She really understands, like, each sport that she plays. She understands the nuances of it that just give her that little edge.
Yeah.
First foul shot's up and in. Warriors take their first lead of the night. A commanding 1-point lead. Hawthorne, 2 for 2. So 4-2 advantage, and make light of a commanding 1-point lead, but in these early season games can be low scoring. So if you can get kind of a little bubble of 5 to 7 points, sometimes that's enough. Hawthorne, or Welch takes it deep on the baseline, kicks it across. Fakes the three and shuffles the feet, so another travel call. King up top. Bradstreet spots up in the corner for three, no good. Briley Bollier with a nice rebound on the backside. Hawthorne takes it to the rim. She's going to be fouled again. She'll go to the line. Hawthorne, a good foul shooter, so that's a good situation for Nokomis. Make it 3 in a row from the foul line for Hawthorne.
She definitely has that foul shot down, so
yeah,
I don't jinx it here.
It's so easy in practice. It's so much more easy in practice. But you get in that game, you feel the pressure, but Hawthorne, 4 for 4, pushes the lead 6-2 for Nokomis. Eagles push the ball into front court. Ventimiglia. It's poked away from her by Bradstreet's had some active hands. She's had 4 or 5 tips, and a couple of them have led to turnovers. There's Bradstreet again, just poking away, and I thought she nearly got it so it ricocheted off the offensive player's leg. Hansen couldn't handle it. Hawthorne pounces on it. Gets the turnover for the Warriors. Ball's kicked up to Beaulieu. Beaulieu's wide open. Stops, pops,
Nice
drains the
shot.
baseline jumper.
It's only 2 there.
We'll get a timeout from Messalonskee, 2:24, and Nokomis has had a nice little 8-point run here. So let's see, Warriors starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm early.
Yes, that's good, and that keeps them up, the energy high, and then just runs throughout the game. It's good to get up first.
Absolutely, and I think build that confidence too when, Hawthorne's hit a few from the line, Bradstreet's finished a layup, Beaulieu hit a nice jumper, and I think the shots start falling and you just loosen up a little bit. It's always, I've always wondered that dynamic. I think sometimes I've noticed, like girls teams, the energy at the home court sometimes throws them off a little bit. They it just kind of just gets too intense, and I think sometimes with the guys teams I've seen them really feed into that.
Yeah.
And so it's a good start for Nokomis.
Absolutely. They're playing well. They're coming out first quarter, and they're driving, going right away, so it's good.
Well, I really like the rotation I'm seeing. Coach Peavy, he's got the option to put 3-4 other subs in to just keep players fresh and to just have those players to go to. I think that was a real challenge last year. The bench wasn't deep. It was a lot of inexperience on the bench. Again, Hawthorne now with some active hands defensively, blocks the pass away. It'll stay with Messalonskee. Nokomis defensively is not giving Messalonskee a whole lot of room. Post pass. Amelia travel. Bradstreet, or King, on the ball. Messalonskee working the perimeter. Nice defense by Nokomis.
I was just thinking that myself.
Open look by Perrin on the 3, off the rim, no good. Tips off Liscombe, and then looked like Adams got a piece of that too. We'll stay with Messalonskee. That's great defense by Nokomis to not bite on that breakout, to be chasing way out wide. I think Beaulieu will get called for the foul. We'll send the Eagles to the line. So Addie Hafford gets ready for a couple of foul shots. Off the front of the rim. First team foul for Nokomis. Second one's off the rim, but it bounces all the way outside the arc. Back to the Eagles. Welch spots up for the 3. Can't get it to go. Thomas picks it back up. Oh, nice recovery by Beaulieu. Ventimiglia beat her on the dribble, but came back with the block shot. Minute 20 to go, first period, 8-2 Nokomis. King tries a skip pass. Nice read by Welch, picks it off. The ball's tipped. Bradstreet will get called for the foul on the reach. Welch will inbounds. Nice closeout by King. Open look on the baseline. Boy, and Nokomis could do a little bit better job on the block out. Messalonskee's having some success on the offensive rebounds. That's a nice block out by Bradstreet. I think that might be a second foul on Addie Welch.
on our rebounds, it looks like we're just about to grab it, but it slips right out, kind of like we're pushing it away almost. So.
No, I think that's a good observation. You gotta just like attack that ball on a rebound once you get your player blocked out, and then you just can't wait for it to kind of come to you. Get to that 5th foul, so it's 2 shots. I mean, it's a rule change from last year. I don't know if I love it. I still like the old 1-on-1 rule.
Yeah.
Bradstreet can't get the first one to go. With 2 personal fouls, Welch will probably finish out this first quarter out of the game and not pick up a third, which would be rough. Bradstreet misses both foul shots. Messalonskee the rebound. Ventimiglia pushes it up quickly. Eagles opened the scoring up quickly with a quick basket off their first possession and haven't been able to find the mark since then. And again, Bollier again blocks a piece of that shot. Hawthorne with the assertive rebound. 30 seconds. 8-2, Nokomis lead. Okay, Coach Peavy's trying to get team to work a little bit of a spread here to get the last shot. We'll see him go at 10 seconds. King with the ball in her hands. 6 to Hawthorne. Hawthorne looks at the open 3 and drains it. What a shot by Hawthorne. Addie Hawthorne with a big first period with that made 3. She's got 7 of the 11 for the Warriors, so a nice quarter for Nokomis. And I know I probably just gave up your big stats. So any other? I know you're doing a great job keeping some stats there, Hallie. Anything strike you early?
No, really, Addison Hawthorne scoring 7 from the beginning is awesome.
Braylon Pike, your phone is at the scorer's table.
You got to love that when the PA announcers, they have something of yours. Yeah, I think the other big stat that happened kind of right in that last minute was Addie Welch for the Eagles picking up her second personal foul early. We'll see how she does. Kind of the second quarter will be big for her. Can she play without picking up that third foul? You know, it's not a big deal to have 2 in the first half, but you don't want to get that third. That really limits your options. But, wow, yeah. And give Nokomis credit. Okay, that was their first quarter of the season. That was excellent execution in closing out the quarter, holding the ball, going on attack. You know, King tried to penetrate, couldn't find anything, dished it to Hawthorne, and Hawthorne knew clock was running out and just squared up and drained the 3.
Excellent shot. And for Messalonskee, Sophia Ventimiglia has the only 2 points from the first quarter. So we'll see how she does, or the team does, in the next quarter.
Yeah, Messalonskee had some good looks because they had a couple of turnovers they generated, and they had some layups, and they just couldn't get them to go. I mean, there were 2 or 3 that, like, easily could have been makes.
Bradley Bollier is playing excellent defense too, tipping everything away, whether it's a shot or a pass, getting in there, handsy.
No, and hit a nice baseline jumper, so
yeah,
it's nice when you can get that balanced scoring that you're not relying on just one person. Ooh. It was a nice pick by Hafford, but she took a shot by Bradstreet. Bradstreet picks up the loose ball. She's got Hawthorne filling with her, dishes it over to her. Hawthorne's shot goes up, can't get it. Bollier again with another big rebound. Drummond, the nice elbow jumper, can't get it to go, and Bradstreet comes out with a rebound. Ball posted into King, and she's fouled by Ventimiglia. Leah Adams, a freshman for the Eagles, comes into the lineup. That's the second foul on Ventimiglia. I think that could be a good matchup. Get it to King. She's got the freshman Adams on her. King, a little crossover, step back, stop, shot, can't get it to go.
Rattles all around the rim, but doesn't fall in.
I know, it looked good, didn't it?
It did.
Nice effort by Drummond, keeping the ball alive. It tips off Messalonskee, so the Warriors will keep possession. Beaulieu to inbounds. Beaulieu spots up again from the other baseline. Can't get it going. Bradstreet flies through, tips it to Hawthorne. Spots up for the three. Can't get it to go. And that ball came skipping off the rim, and Adams couldn't corral it. So again, Nokomis will keep possession. I think Coach Tatum Welch has got two of our starters on the bench with 2 fouls. The first couple minutes of the second quarter, we haven't had any scoring, but let's see how long she holds them on the bench before she decides she's got to put them back in. King, not challenged. Oh,
man.
King wasn't challenged on the three and said, "What the heck? I'm going to let it go." Thomas will go to the line. I think that was King on the reach. Her first. Chance for Messalonskee to kind of crack the scoreboard, and foul shot off the mark.
Second shot is good.
Thomas gets the second one to go, so it's an 11-3 Nokomis lead. Bradstreet bringing it into front court. She takes it down the paint. She's going to get fouled. Boy, I'm impressed with Bradstreet, Hallie. To see a freshman just attack the paint like that, that's unusual.
She's an excellent all-around player.
I think we're going to get a moving screen on Nokomis, so the play control foul. I think that was Drummond. I could see it coming. There's Beaulieu again, getting the hands on the ball. It squirts back out to Hansen, down to Adams. That's bad situation there for a parent to be sandwiched between Beaulieu and Bradstreet. They have active hands defensively.
Yes.
But, you know, Coach Tatum Welch has got to feel pretty good through this stretch, 2.5 minutes with two of our key starters on the bench. And
no score.
yeah,
no
really, Nokomis hasn't scored in this quarter yet. So you got to feel like that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to let this ride for a while until it becomes a bigger problem. King splits the defenders off the glass, can't get it to go. Liscombe comes in and gets a rebound, puts it back up. A lot of contact, no call, can't get it to go. No good. Liscombe gets a good rebound, and that's so Liscombe's just got to keep it tight. She's fouled on the rebounding action. I think when we get Migliori back in this mix, that trio out front, nice pickup. Hawthorne will try it from the other side, can't get it to go. Three for the Eagles is up and good. Mishu drains one. It's an 11-6 margin. Warriors have started slow in the first quarter. The second half of the first quarter picked up some steam. Haven't been able to get one to find the mark this quarter yet. Bradstreet trying to skip it over to King. King stop, pops. Can't get it to go.
Messalonskee starting to get loud over
There's
there. We can hear
Bradstreet
him.
with another steal. Boy, she
Excellent hands.
yeah. Oh, nice little step-through move. Hanson going to spot up again. Bradstreet with the rebound, and Coach Peavy says, let's talk it over.
All right, I'm going to jump in here, guys. I want to thank some of our sponsors here at Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. D.A. Gould and Grandsons Excavation, 938-2578, over 40 years experience and certified. Casa Cattle right here in Corunna, Maine, for all your beef, pork, and chicken. Clark's Truck Repair, Fleet Services, Welding, Sand and Gravel, Site Work, Trucking, 368-4766. Sebasco Valley Federal Credit Union in Newport and Pittsfield. And DT Lawn Care, all Dawson Townsend's business. If you ever need any work around, DT Lawn Care is where you need to go.
I know, how cool is that? One of our seniors has their own business. Did he get a deal on the ad, Matt?
He got a great deal on the ad this year. Yes, he did.
Hey, and I want to give a shout-out, too. Every year at holiday season, our JROTC for many, many years has sponsored a giving tree, and it is up in our lobby, and there are ornaments with names, not names, but ages and descriptions of gifts. Some students in our area could benefit from some good cheer. So if you are interested and in a position to help somebody else out, stop by the school and sign out an ornament. We need those gifts back by the 16th. Always just love how our community just knows how to come together. Let's see what the Warriors dial up here out of the timeout. King comes around. Doesn't find anything. Out to Hawthorne. Hawthorne pulls it out. Hawthorne trying to dump it down to Bradstreet. Messalonskee defensively has done a nice job.
Yes.
They have chipped into this Nokomis lead and done it while two of the starters are on the bench. Yeah, King's going to get called for her second foul. Just that kind of reach around. Made contact. We'll see what Coach PV opts for. If he's going to keep her in. Condon back in the lineup. This little post move. Rebound comes away to Nokomis.
I'm looking at our sheet here, and Messalonskee is a pretty young team, and right now we have most of our juniors and seniors on, but we have two freshmen that play frequently, Abby Bradstreet and Mackenzie Liscombe, and they contribute well into the team. And Messalonskee have their seniors that play good, too.
Yeah, I think they're very similar. Like the team, there's a lot of similarities between these two teams.
I agree.
Adams with the post-up move, can't get it to go. Condon will get called for the foul, and it will send Adams to the line for two. So Messalonskee, with a couple of made free throws, can cut this to a one-score lead. And all while two starters have been on the bench. Like, that's, you know, for Coach Welch to be able to keep those players out and actually kind of improve the situation without them getting into more foul trouble. She's got to feel really good about how her team has stepped up.
Indeed.
First one by Adams is good. Second in the hoop. 11-8, Nokomis lead. Warriors have yet to score a point in this quarter. The hand check foul is going to get called on Hansen. It's only the third team foul on Messalonskee, so no shots.
I don't think we've scored this quarter, have we?
No, we haven't. Hawthorne hit that 3 to push us up to 11, and that's been it. We've had a couple of good looks. Kings had a couple of real good looks that have rattled around and fallen out.
Wants to go anywhere but in.
Bradstreet stops, pops, fires. Drummond with the rebound. Kick across to Condon. Condon's shot's long. Mishu with the rebound. Eagles push it up quickly. Oh, nice pass across the block, but can't get it to go. And there's another one of those missed layups. I think if Messalonskee had made half of them, they'd have finished. Nice spin move by Bradstreet in the paint. Wow. Wow. She's a freshman. And Bradstreet with the 120 mark gets some points on the board for Nokomis. Adams in the paint, can't get it to go, gets her own rebound, puts it back, no good. King breaks out. Bollier spots up for the 3, and it's good. Back-to-back baskets by Nokomis, pushes it back up to 16-8. That's, oh, nice. Heads-up play by Bradstreet. I think the Eagles thought it was going to be a backcourt violation and no call, and Bradstreet says, well, I'll take it.
She's quick player. Quick hands, quick feet.
Just like that, Nokomis pushes it to a 10-point margin, 18-8. 13 seconds to go. See if they just let Bradstreet take it and go. Here goes King with it. Kicks it out to Drummond. And then Nokomis not quite a smooth execution at the end, but the surge right at the end had a scoreless period and then just had a surge of 7 points right at the end to get them a 10-point margin into the halftime. So we'll break for halftime action.
Before we get back to the game, we'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors of Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. D.A. Gould and Grandsons Excavation, over 40 years experience and certified. 557 Todd's Corner Road in St. Albans. 207-938-2578. Casa Cattle, 151 Nokomis Road in Corinna. 207-249-2191. Clark's LLC, 607 Elm Street in Newport. 207-368-4766. DT Lawn Care, 158 Libby Hill Road in Newport. 207-270-0342. Gilman Electrical Supply, 80 Moosehead Trail in Newport. 207-368-2230. A.E. Robinson, 60 Newport Road in Corinna. 207-278-4626. Fogbrook Resort and Foggy's Pub, 147 Lang Hill Road in Palmyra. 207-355-5515. Come, sit, stay. And our player of the game sponsor, Newport Glass, 162 Elm Street in Newport. 207-368-5698. Thank you to all of our sponsors of Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. Now, let's get back to the game. Before we get back to the game, we'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors of Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. D.A. Gould and Grandsons Excavation, over 40 years experience and certified. 557 Todd's Corner Road in St. Albans. 207-938-2578. Casa Cattle, 151 Nokomis Road in Corinna, 207-249-2191. Clark's LLC, 607 Elm Street in Newport, 207-368-4766. DT Lawn Care, 158 Libby Hill Road in Newport, 207-270-0342. Gilman Electrical Supply, 80 Moosehead Trail in Newport, 207-368-2230. A.E. Robinson, 60 Newport Road in Corinna, 207-278-4626. Fogbrook Resort and Foggy's Pub, 147 Lang Hill Road in Palmyra, 207-355-5515. Come, sit, stay. And our player of the game sponsor, Newport Glass, 162 Elm Street in Newport, 207-368-5698. Thank you to all of our sponsors of Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. Now, let's get back to the game.
Welcome back. Second half action. Giving a shout out to the 65 fans at home who are watching. Outstanding Nokomis Warrior broadcasting. Hope you're staying warm.
So from our first half is pretty low scoring. Low scoring game here so far.
I think, particularly, Messalonskee, I think Coach Welch has got to be happy in that stretch where it got down to 11-6 with 2 starters out. But then Nokomis had that surge right at the end to push it back up to their largest lead of the game, 10 points. Warriors will have possession. Looks like both coaches back to their starting lineups. Oh, nice look. King breaks through for the open look, and that's almost one of those you wonder if the halftime change, you forget which direction you're defending.
Exactly.
So for the Eagles, Welch spent the entire quarter on the bench, and Ventimiglia nearly the entire quarter. So let's see if they can kind of get back into a rhythm early in the second half.
It's tough when you foul
There's
early.
Bradstreet again getting a handle on it, and her partner in theft, Bollier, cleans it up. Boy, those two, they are all over the ball. King with a nice little head fake and a floater.
She has come in firing in the third
That
quarter.
was a pretty move by the junior, Reagan King. Quick timeout by the Eagles. Coach Tatum Welch not wanting this game to get too far apart. Boy, but if you're Coach Peavy, you got to feel good about that start.
Absolutely.
It was nice that we picked up where we left off at the end of the second quarter versus starting the way we started the second quarter.
Yes.
A little bit slow on the offensive side.
So, guys, I'm going to pop in here. I'm excited about Newport Glass this year. They are our player of the game this year. So, Newport Glass, so you guys are going to pick a Newport Glass player of the game at the end tonight.
Ooh, nice. We'll have to be.
We have a tough choice
Yeah,
tonight.
I know. Right away, I got 2 or 3, well, 3, 4 people that are coming to mind. Addie Welch, the inbound ball, tries to step through in the scoop, can't get it to go. Bradstreet tips it to Hawthorne. Hawthorne rips it away. Bradstreet kicks it over to Hawthorne. Hawthorne rolls towards the middle. Back out to Bradstreet, spots up for the 3, off the rim. Hafford picks it up, heads to the basket, spins, can't get it to go, gets her own rebound. Hawthorne strips it away.
There.
You can almost see, it hasn't spilled over, but you can almost see a little bit of frustration on both sides because it's a physical kind of defense both sides are playing. Bradstreet with a nice cut on the baseline and gets it to go. Nokomis has pushed this to a 24-8 margin. It was a nice idea by Ventimiglia with the quick. She's got a quick step, but just a little too quick. It's called for the travel. Briley Bollier's come in and given some really great minutes tonight. Did not start, but she maybe is working herself into a starting lineup with her play tonight.
I've seen a lot of improvement from her sophomore year last year to this year, junior year. Just seeing her everywhere on the court, grabbing the ball and shooting it. She's doing excellent today.
King posts up, tries to sneak one in up, can't get it to go. Ventimiglia breaks out. And guess who blocks another shot? That's like her third, maybe fourth block shot tonight.
I think she's stepping into the upperclassman role this year and really proving herself.
I agree, Hallie. That's a great point. You can definitely see a more confident player out there this year. Wow, Beaulieu splits the two defenders, steals it, and it's up and in. Nokomis' defense has been stellar.
It has all around, and it seems like we're making a lot more shots than Meso has so far. So that helps offensively.
Yeah, for sure. Spot up three won't go. Bradstreet tips it from behind, and she's going to get called for the foul. Let's say the one area I think the Warriors, when they watch this game tape, will see a lot of, they've given up quite a few offensive rebounds to Messalonskee. I think they got to get a little bit cleaner on their defensive boards.
Definitely, yep.
Bradstreet picks up her second. So now King, Bradstreet both with two. Welch and Ventimiglia for the Eagles both have two. And Welch is going to pick up her third foul on the push-off. Going to get called for the offensive foul. Nokomis will take a timeout as they're in the driver's seat on this one. They've had a great third quarter, broken the game open, 26-8. Really from about the minute-and-a-half mark of the second quarter till now.
Yep.
They've gone on a 15-0 point run.
Yeah, they found their rhythm, definitely.
I'm going to pop in here real quick, guys, and introduce a new sponsor this year, Fogbrook Resort in Palmyra and Foggy's Pub. So if you'd like to play some great golf, head over to Fogbrook or a good meal at Foggy's Pub in Palmyra, 355-5515.
I've had a couple of meals over at Foggy's.
Yes. There's some
the bog wrap, the chicken with the cranberry mayo.
The pizzas are really good over there, too.
With the little hot honey.
Yes.
I'll have to head over and try some.
Yeah, I don't. Golf probably not so much this time of year.
No, although they are having a tournament next week, a snow golf tournament.
Burr.
Okay. Nice read by Welch. Nearly had the pick to the rim, just couldn't corral it. Nice handoff. King stops, pops, fires. Hits every part of the rim and won't go. Shot won't go. Beaulieu gets a hand on it, but can't corral it. King, nice job tipping away the entry pass. Hawthorne picks it up. To our viewers at home, I got the message. Some of you may be getting a little blurry image. Not sure what that's about. It's very clear here in the gym. I'll refer that to our technical department. Ball turns over to the Eagles. Bradstreet, I think that's our first opportunity to get out of the lineup, get a little breather.
Yep.
Welch steps back, pops, drops the three. A much needed momentum boost for the Eagles. I think Welch was probably glad to see Bradstreet go to the bench too. 3:25 to go third quarter. Let's see if the Eagles can maybe put a dent in this Nokomis lead. Warriors up 26-11. King, nice post defense, tips it away. Adams with the long shot, and she drains a three. So Messalonskee with back-to-back trays.
I spoke too soon. Here they come. They heard me, I think. They're saying, oh, really? Well, let's shoot some threes in here. Let's see if Nokomis can return that.
King tries to scoop one in. Maybe press that a little bit. See if we can have 3 different Messalonskee players hit threes in a row. It's not to be. What I like too about Coach Kyle Peavy, so Messalonskee hits a couple of threes. While Bradstreet comes out, he doesn't panic. You know, it's just like, we'll get through this and let Bradstreet get a rest. Hawthorne slicing through, and she's hit on the way. It will be the second team foul on Messalonskee, so the Warriors will inbound it under their own basket. Eagles, nice defense there by Hansen, getting that hand out the passing lane, the away hand. Drummond kicks it up top. I think Drummond thought Condon was going to keep on going to the basket for a little backdoor cut, and she stopped, so Eagles intercept. Welch says, hey, I hit it last time. Let's give it another go. Hawthorne doing a nice job coming away the rebound. She's fouled. Addie Hawthorne kind of carried it in the first quarter. I don't think she's scored since, but she's had just a tough game. Played a really good game. Has come up with a number of rebounds for the Warriors.
Yeah, her foul shots, I think she nailed every single one she shot.
I think you're right.
And like I said earlier, foul shots are important. Free shots in the game.
King with a deep three. Oh! That net barely moved. Reagan King is a good 3 feet behind the arc and just drains it.
Excellent range right there.
Ball ping-pongs around, comes back to King. King's got Hawthorne up ahead. Crossover, stop, pop, shot. Can't get it to go. Hansen's 3 misses the mark. Nokomis with a minute to go in the third quarter. Get possession of the ball. 15-point lead. Really a nice all-around game by Nokomis to this point.
Yes, excellent defense. They've shot well, and for first game, they're really working together well.
Yeah, you can see there's some chemistry on this team. Nokomis with the lead. Looks like they're going to try to play for the last shot. Ball's poked away. Beaulieu picks it up. I think a good call by Coach Peavy, sensing little thing like, and I bet Coach Peavy will pick this up. The ball gets poked away by Beaulieu, and she started to dribble it, and then she picked it up. It's like always just pick that loose, grab the loose ball first, and then decide you want to dribble.
All right, I'm back. Gilman Electrical Supply, back again this year. Always been a great sponsor here at Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. I want to shout out to Gilman Electrical Supply, 368-4306.
And a great friend to Nokomis.
They've always been there for us.
Yeah.
Yes, they have. Gilman Electrical Supply.
Thank you so much to our sponsors. We appreciate every single one of you so much.
Yeah.
From the originals, the OGs, to the new ones.
I like that, Allie. Again, King. Oh, King can't get it to go. Should go, stay with White, but that out of bounds play at mid-court, Nokomis has had some success with. King had a good look, couldn't get it to go. Ooh, I like that. Give it to King right in the post. Little weave up top. 19. Nine seconds. King. Nice little crossover. Kicks it back out to Condon. Condon gets the three up, and it is good. That is 2 quarters in the row. Or 2 quarters, first and third. The Warriors have hit a 3 at the buzzer. 32-14. Warriors in command at the end of 3.
She called glass on that.
I thought I heard a little something.
Yeah, I think she might have said so. Yeah.
Did you see a little hand or something? I did. I think I heard something. And almost like an identical look. You know, King trying to back it in, doesn't have it. And again, smart move by King not to force it, kicks it out.
Yeah.
Pretty shot.
When that ball can get down in the post and back out,
Yeah.
the percentages go way up for shots that make. Just as it lets the shooter square up and get a really good look when it goes down
Usually
low first.
You catch the defense kind of sagging down
Yes.
a little bit. You get a little more space.
Yep.
No, that's, I mean, Condon, I don't know, Hallie, as you're keeping track, how many Nokomis players have scored points tonight?
We have Briley Boulier with 7, Addison Hawthorne with 7, Abby Bradstreet with 8, and we have Reagan King with 7, and Kirsten Condon, she just got her 3-pointer.
Yeah.
So.
And what did Briley hit a couple of shots too? Did you say her? What did she? Did
Yes,
she, get, like,
she has 7 points.
7 points
throughout the game.
Yeah, I mean that when you can get that kind of balanced scoring, usually things go well for you.
Right, we can see it's pretty dispersed here. It's not just one player making everything. It's a bunch of good players here.
Leah Adams, another freshman for Messalonskee, kind of came in the second quarter, and she's given some good minutes for the Eagles tonight. Parent kicks it back out. Adams spots up, can't get it to go. Bradstreet picks up another rebound, pushes it up court, kicks it ahead to Drummond.
Good eyes
Drummond
there.
couldn't quite, I think she had her eyes looking at the basket and didn't quite corral it first, but a nice look by Bradstreet. And we still have over 7 minutes to play in regulation, but boy, Nokomis, I think it's going to be tough for Messalonskee. They just haven't been able to get the points to come. I think they've got a long road to try to chip back in, but This is a good way to do it. Clock stop, put some foul shots in. And that's 3 on King. Michoud gets the first one to go. Second one's good. Boy, I like how Bradstreet comes up court, just her heads up, surveying the field. Good decision not to force the play. You know, it's not a situation where you're going to hold the ball at this, but you definitely don't need to be in a hurry. Stop, pop, drains the little baseline jumper. Ball's tipped out of bounds. Messalonskee will keep it. think next week our only home game is next Friday night, right, Matt?
Yes, we have a wrestling meet on Wednesday night at 5, I believe. It's a four-team match, and then we play girls play MCI here next Friday.
Nice. And, of course, tomorrow at 11 o'clock on the campus of Husson University at Gracie Theater, our Mario Kart esports team is going for the gold, baby.
Excellent.
So,
just like in the spring, right?
Maybe around 1 o'clock, if you hear some fire engines rolling through Newport, you know there's some gold coming to Nokomis. King just makes a nice step through between the defense to put it up and in. The esports team were a state runner-up last year. And a young team. Yes, our first year, and they're a young team, and they've gotten a little more experience, so good luck to them. Michoud working off the wing. Gonna take it down low, kicks it out. Gets the post up, kicks it out again. Shots off the mark. King picks it up, and hopefully Drummond's okay. Not just tripped a little bit. Ball kind of scrambles around. Hawthorne picks the loose ball up, one dribble, and lays it up and in. Drummond seems to be okay. Just one of those kind of feet get caught up with other players. Strong take by Hafford. She's fouled, so she'll go to the line. I think that's Hawthorne. We got called on the foul. I think that's her first. Oh, guess I called on a Bollier. Oh, nice backside rebound by Hafford. She couldn't get her foul shots to go, but she comes with the big offensive board put back. Bradstreet brings it up into front court. And Coach Peavy, again, I think trying to say, let's play some time and score. Kings fouled on the way to the basket. I want to give a shout out. You might notice the Messalonskee team is wearing a gray T-shirt, and they're wearing that T-shirt we had for Fill the Gym night. A benefit for Michelle Murray Mountain, former Nokomis standout, former school nurse. Some of you know Michelle's fighting the good warrior fight with cancer, and in our Fill the Gym night, able to raise a really nice sum of money for her. But appreciate Messalonskee trying to nice step through by Bradstreet. Can't go, but. You know, that's something, Hallie, when the opposing team kind of comes in. And obviously the coaching staff has something to do with that.
Yes.
As both Lindsay Welch and Sarah Rivera were teammates. As number 3 Thomas knocks down a 3 for the Eagles. But if you'd like one of those shirts, we do have some left. So call the school, stop by the office. We'd be happy to hook you up.
And that is amazing, seeing not just our warrior community come together, but other teams, other schools, other people are just coming together.
Yeah, for sure.
It's amazing.
I think Bradstreet got called for kind of that 5-second call where she didn't penetrate below that, kind of the foul line extended.
It can be tough. You're just standing there watching everything going around you, and then you realize, oh, no.
Well, that's one of those, that mental clock, that'll come for her as she continues to mature as a player. Nice step through by Welch. Good call for the travel. Looked like a good move to me.
Yeah. Good idea.
I think, again, Coach Peavy's trying to work on the team. And this is that mental part of the game to really recognize time and score. How hard do we need to be pushing it? And Messalonskee's going to pressure. Welch fouls. Maldonado into the game. So this is kind of good for Nokomis as Messalonskee puts a little full court pressure on for the Warriors to get some experience against the press. Bradstreet stops, pops, fires. Can't go. Nokomis gets called for the foul. I think that's Bradstreet. Should be her third. Still not in the bonus. Actually, it's 4 for Bradstreet. Shots off the mark. Hawthorne with another rebound.
Excellent rebound, yes.
King zips it across court. A little
Just
too hot to handle from
too
Maldonado.
much power on it. Good look, but just weren't tall enough to reach up.
3 minutes to go. Gone in. Will come in for Hawthorne. Nice little slip move by Hafford. Spins inside and gets the floater over the rim to go. 38-23. Nokomis with 2.5 to go. Bollier with a little floater on the baseline. Wow, she's just had a nice game. And if she's going to have that confidence to score, she is just going to be what I call the killer points. You know King's going to get her points. You know Bradstreet's going to get her points. But when you get that third player picking up a double-digit points, that's tough to defend. Ball's tied up. Arrow should go Nokomis.
Throughout the entire game, Nokomis has held very tight defense, and Messalonskee has equally matched that.
No, it's been good. That's a great... I agree with you. It's been good team defense. I just think Nokomis has been able to get some shots to go.
Yep.
As Bradstreet just bounces it off her foot. And that's good. This is really, like, I'm glad Messalonskee's pressing because I think it's a good experience for Nokomis to play. You know, the pressure's not on them. They've got a big lead, but it's really good experience early in the season to break a press.
Yes.
Thomas a little too quick with that step. Gets called for the travel. Under 2. Hallie, I don't know. I think we might be good luck for the Warriors. I mean, I don't want to, jinx anything here, but I'm feeling good about Nokomis coming away with a win tonight.
I agree. I think we should just announce every game.
Yeah.
It's the best view in the house right here.
King kicks it out. We'll see if Nokomis is a little more patient with their shot selection. Definitely not running any kind of spread offense, but being a little more methodical. King slips through. She'll get called for the travel. Boy, I don't know about that one. She wants to just discuss it with the official, but respectfully. Yep. And I think that's fair. Like, sometimes, too, as a player, you want to know, like, I didn't see it that way. Shots. Know if Maldonado got a piece of that. And again, that's the play right there that we don't need. It's 1:15 to go. Just kick it up. We're not in a hurry. It's like, let's wrap it up. You might think, well, why does it matter? Just let it rip. Let them shoot. They're going to win anyway, because it is good practice when you're in a tight game of how to manage that end-of-game closeout. Maldonado's like, I had my hands up, but it's like you body checked her.
I believe this is the first time she has come in this game. I saw her get quite a few minutes in the Fill the Gym night. So.
Hansen knocks down the first free throw.
Are you guys thinking of a player of the game here?
Oh, God. I am. But this is going to be a tough call.
And we have discussed, and we have.
Do we announce it now?
conclusion.
Or do we wait till the end?
We'll wait till the end.
Okay.
We'll keep the suspense on you guys.
Oh, we had to make a little list and confer. We thought we might need to bring you in as a tiebreaker.
There's been multiple players you could have picked tonight for sure.
Yes. Definitely no shortage of possible candidates that were anyone watching the game would have been like, yeah, that makes sense. So hopefully you like who we picked. I think it's someone who's had a really great game as Nokomis working the spread offense and Messalonskee just kind of holding space. Think they know the outcome of this game is sealed. Get to the final 20 seconds. It's 40-24. Barring any turnovers, foul shots, should close out that way. And if you're Coach Kyle Peavy, you got to feel really good. Some slow spots, but it's a first season game. You got to feel good about how the Warrior team has played, particularly without their star senior. So your final score is 40-24, and I'm going to kick it to my awesome color partner. You want to announce the player of the game that we decided on?
Yes, and our Nokomis player of the game, Newport Glass, is Briley Boulier. She just played an excellent game today. Excellent defense, just all around. Offensively, she had a major role in this game.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Hallie. And I almost think it was more than that. I feel like it was a breakout game for her.
Yeah.
To kind of establish herself as, a real vibrant part of this team. So, yeah, congrats, Briley.
Great choice, guys. And thanks again for Newport Glass sponsoring our player of the game this year. Briley Boulier is the Newport Glass player of the game tonight.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight to Warrior Broadcasting. Join us all winter for exciting action. For Warrior Broadcasting with Hallie Coots, this is Mary Netto.
Shout out to our crew tonight. Tonight's cameramen, Oren Vandeventer, Cullen Matthews, and Madison Irvin. Tonight's announcers, Hallie Coots and Principal Mary Netto. Thank you very much for your participation in the Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting basketball game tonight. Any public performance, rebroadcast, reproduction, distribution, unauthorized retransmission, or other use of this program is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting or RSU 19. All rights reserved. 2024.